Getting a little dicey. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Gentleman Barbarian, and today we're going retro. We are playing Mega Man 2. This is a game that I loved as a kid, and everything about it was great. I wanted to revisit it because I never fully beat it. And one of the best things you guys will hear right now is the soundtrack. This soundtrack, this opening was incredible. I want to give it a little room to breathe where you guys can hear it, especially when it gets to the very end of it. Let's just take a moment before we jump in and listen to the soundtrack. Oh, I love that part so much. That's like the best part of the whole soundtrack is just that little beat and that drop. So like I said, we're going to jump in. This is Mega Man 2. I'm going to play it on normal difficulty. And we've got a different progression that we do. We're going to start out with, I think the obvious pick is Metal Man. And this is what everybody always suggests. When I was little, I was growing up. I think it took me a couple tries to figure it out, but I finally realized he was the guy to go with. And so then here we go, we jump into the level. And still to this day, I love the design, but kind of the difficulty with jumping, making it through all the obstacles. These were always frustrating as a kid, trying to work through the different things. Even here, it's like a little tension just jumping over them. It gets a little glitchy in places. And this right here was always tough. You're like trying to jump through the maze. You get hit, it knocks you back. Like it feels like 4 or 5 seconds. You're like, bro, I can't get through this thing. Like, please hurry up. And then you finally make it through. These were always a little tricky too. Just trying to work through it. And they keep hitting you, and they come from like different angles. And you're like, oh, I can just like breeze through this thing, no problem. I always thought the design was really interesting too, just to see. You can almost see sometimes like how they'll come through or go up through the filling or you know, the floor that you're standing on. Just really neat to see how they work that out. So we'll jump, make our way through here, having just to work on the escalator ramps basically. What was interesting with some of the design when I first played this, it felt like every turn there was going to be a guy, like an enemy you had to fight. Now, you know, playing it again, it's like, oh man, there's like kind of like dead space, it feels like in a way. But then you'll get to some places like this jump right here. You know, you hold your breath a little bit, you're like, oh my gosh, can I make this? And then you have like a lot of enemies like this that Mega Man was, I think, known especially back during the time it was made. Like I went to Blockbuster, would rent this and then play it and bring it home and spend like the weekend trying to beat it. And then you would always inevitably get to like the end, get through the boss, you know, all the bosses, and get to the main guy, and then you're just struggling or whatever to beat it before you had to turn it back in. It was just interesting, the enemy placement, how those things worked out and trying to finish the game quickly. So we're making our way through already at the end. Metal Man is not very difficult. I mean, quite honestly, I think as a kid I had a little, well, actually I didn't. Now thinking back on it now, like it wasn't that difficult. And then here, we'll see how we do. A little bit of life gone, but not too bad. Just kind of jump over these things. Kind of watch the placement. You can see it a little bit. Getting a little dicey, but his health is lower than mine. And got him. And that's it. So there's Metal Man. Took him out. Probably did a little worse than I should have done, quite honestly there. But took him out. That's Metal Man. And so then you guys know you get the password, and then you can equip the weapon of the boss. And so this is the Metal Blade, which is arguably one of the best weapons in the game. Works on quite a lot of bosses, a lot of different things. But that's it. Thanks for being here on this video, guys. We're going to go and do the next one here soon. I'll post it for you. And until next time, we always say, game on. Bye.